Silent Batman, and it's a cut of Batman 89 by Tim Burton, edited by a fella by the name of Ben Crew, who became kind of famous during the pandemic because he met his girlfriend over Letterboxd and their story got a little bit of traction. I don't know if they're still together, but their story got my attention and had me following him on Letterboxd, which led me to this cut of Batman 89, which is just exactly what it sounds like, a silent movie version of Batman 89. And it works pretty well. So I asked Jake to watch it too. Jake, what'd you think?
I thought similar to Justice League, I think it's a really interesting experiment. I think the guy who did it did an amazing job really putting work into it. I mean, the design of the title cards and, the color filtering that he did and everything. I think it's, and the dialogue that he picked out versus, because I mean, I've seen the original Batman like a million times. I know the dialogue really, really well. And so he doesn't have 100% of the dialogue represented on the title cards, but like the dialogue that he did pick, I thought was key, like the essential dialogue. And I mean, I thought it was impressive, just to see the work that had gone into it. And it's a really cool idea. But by about the halfway mark or so, I'm like, okay, the novelty had kind of worn off a little bit, and then I was just kind of waiting for the rest of the movie to happen. But so it's a one and done kind of watch for me. But again, I think it's really cool thing that he did.
I totally agree. I agree with everything you just said. I've only seen Batman 89 twice before. It's far from my favorite any kind of movie. I actually think it's kind of boring.
I watched a lot as a kid. So
sure. One of the first movie memories I have in theaters is Batman Returns. And I don't think I'd seen Batman 89 yet at that point. Batman Returns definitely made me the sexual animal that I am today. But there were things that I caught watching the silent Batman that I didn't realize when I watched Batman 89. Like, I didn't realize that they were obscuring the fact that Michael Keaton was Bruce Wayne in that movie for a while until I watched this version. Mm-hmm. There were some shots in this, and granted, a lot of this is because movies that are influenced by German Expressionism, like Tim Burton's movies or Terry Gilliam's movies, or even like in a sense Wes Anderson's movies, would probably work really well as silent films because they're more akin to the style of how those films looked. But some of the shots works, just like you said, worked so well in this, like when Arliss and Kim Basinger turn on the lights in Wayne Manor. That felt like a silent movie shot to me completely. But like you, I was a little bit turned off by. You said, he didn't choose all the dialogue. He chose the right dialogue. I actually felt that there was more dialogue cards than there needed to be to get the story across. And I also felt like maybe 30 to 45 minutes of this movie of Batman 89 could be cut out. They're superfluous to what's going on in the movie. They make sense when the movie came out. But if you're doing a project like this, yeah, I would say cut more. I'd be interested to see what a less beholden to the original movie would look like.
Like a more streamlined version.
Yeah, totally. And some of the music choices were a little weird. Like, I'm really glad he kept the Prince songs in, despite
I was wondering how he was going to do that. Yeah, and I got excited when I heard, Party Man or whatever.
Yeah, very happy he left that in. But some of them, again, I think just to be more true to the 89 version than to the 1920s experiment didn't quite work for me. But yeah, even though the Prince stuff is totally anachronistic, not to the movie itself, but to the style of what he was doing. Very happy he did that. I'm really happy I found it. I recommend people check it out.